Hi guys, Kai here and welcome back to episode 8 of the Football Manager 2020 career. We are all with Chester FC, and as you can see, as of late we have been picking things back up after a terrible couple of weeks back in December and November time. You can see there the red dots, but we have been picking it up a little bit. We did lose away against Blythe, so that was a bit of a bad result there for us, but we are slowly picking the form back up, and hopefully in today's episode we can get ourselves back to the top of the table and push for promotion, hopefully automatic promotion as the champions of the Vanarama National League North League. So fingers crossed we can do that today. We are going to have a quick look at our current tactics. As you can see, our current tactical style is a custom vertical tiki-taka setup, and there is all of our in possession, in transition and out of possession instructions as well. We will be playing about with these. Obviously we need to improve our team. We're probably going to set up a second tactic soon as well for a more defensive lineup to suit the one which we have, which I think is more attacking for when we are the more favourable team. So we need something which can defend a little bit to hopefully stop us losing the games which we have been losing as of late. But there you can see one of our new signings, Florent Cavalier. He did get a goal in the last episode, didn't he? And he's in top form right now. And as you can see, we have been able to bring in Anton Ferdinand to Chester FC as well. He is 34 years old, so obviously getting on a bit. He is going to be one of our main defenders now. More of backup really, because he is so old. Well, I say so old, it sounds like he's 80 years old or something. But like I said, he is 34 years old, so he hasn't got the freshest of legs, but he will be going in at centre-back for ourselves. He is one of the top players now that he's joined our team. Hopefully he's going to give our youngsters a bit of a boost around the park, of course, and then he'll come in and do the job when needed. I don't think he'll be our main defender, but along with that older defender, we are trying to bring in Adam Senior from Bolton Wanderers. He's much younger, of course, 18 years old. If we can do a deal to bring him in, that is one for the future, you'd say, at least for the next couple of years. Monthly manager performance review. As you can see, the board are pretty happy with our management of the team so far. That wouldn't be the case if we wasn't able to bring back the form for Chester FC. But we do have a handful of games in today's episode. Let's try and start off with a victory. We are the favourites. Southport around the bottom of the table, sitting in 19th place. So with us being the home team as well, this should be really an easy 3 points for Chester FC. We have a corner. Let's try and get ourselves a goal first. We've played a half an hour, and there is the first goal of the game. 17th of the season for Daniele. He is another player which has been in top form for us as of late, so hopefully his form continues as we do try and get ourselves a second. Just over half an hour gone. Elliot steps up, and Elliot gets his second of the game. That's his 18th goal of the season, and he's on form for a hat-trick. Be superb if he can claim his hat-trick in today's game. We are jumping into the second half. First game of today's episode, and we are looking good here for the 3 points. There is Asante, who finishes at the near post to score his 15th goal all season, not in the league. That so a little bit of correction there. It's all competitions, but 15 goals so far, not too bad at all. Southport were trying to push forward there, and they are through here, and they pulled a goal back. Jack Sampson it is who pulls the goal back there for Southport. We've got 25 minutes to play, jumping into the 20-minute mark remaining, and there is the 4th goal of the match for Chester. It was Ewan Murray who scores that free kick, so good finish there from him, and a good performance all round, you'd say, from Chester FC. As you know, we were the favourites going into this game. Southport down in 19th. It was only going to go one way, wasn't it? But this victory, it does see us back top of the league as well, so fingers crossed we can keep that all the way through today's episode as Brad Jackson scores Chester's 5th goal of today's episode so far. Hopefully there's going to be many more to come, of course, but it is nice, as I said, to get ourselves back scoring goals, as that one's gone through but it's been disallowed, so it's not going to count. And there is the final whistle. 21 shots, 11 on target, 54% possession, 5 goals in the bag as well there for Chester FC, and back to the top of the league table. As you can see there, Kidderminster just behind us. They actually dropped points. They drew at home against Kettering. Kettering are currently in 7th. So big win there for ourselves. We've lost 9 all season, which is obviously not good enough. We need to try and pick that up and not lose anymore. We've got 5 players in the team of the week, so as it was a good performance there against Southport. We've got the momentum with us right now, and as you can see, news has come in. Brendan Rodgers has been sacked by Leicester City. That's a very interesting job to go for. Also in the sack race, Bournemouth, Unai Emery at Arsenal, and Roy Hodgson at Crystal Palace. Now Leicester City, obviously previous Premier League champions recently as well. Got money behind them, got a fairly decent team. They're not doing great in the league right now. Look at that, 18th place in the league. And this could be a good job to go for. Obviously, with us being so far down in the English league, it would be highly unlikely that we'll get the job or even an interview for the Leicester City job. But we're going to put a hand in there anyway. You never know. They might come in and give us at least an interview. They have received our job application. But as I said, we are not going to be expecting to hear anything positive from them. So let's jump into the next game then. This time we are away from home, taking on Leamington. We are the favourites again for this one. Leamington currently in the playoff places in 6th spot, and they'll be looking to obviously improve on that to try and get themselves closer to the champions position. Will they be able to do it? Hopefully not. We are the ones who can go into pole position if we get the 3 points today. And that is a great finish. Who's that? George Glendon, one of our main players, obviously, in midfield. He scores his 5th league goal of the season. I keep saying league goal, don't I? That's too much FIFA for you. Too much My Player series. But it is his 5th goal in all competitions so far this season for George Glendon. As we head into, well, we approach the final 10 minutes and we are still in front by a single goal. But right now it is Leamington in possession, trying to push forward. They're giving the ball away, and that one's played in the middle, and Danny Elliott scores again. 3 goals in 2 games now for Danny Elliott. He is the man on form for ourselves, and this is going to be a big 3 points here for Chester FC. We're hoping the teams around us, the ones that are chasing us, drop points as well today, as Leamington do go close. They're looking for a late consolation goal, but they didn't find it, and we do hold on then for a nice 2-0 victory. 3 points in the bag. We'll take that big 3 points there for ourselves. And let's just have a quick look then at the schedule. 3 wins in a row then, 4 in our last 5, looking much better. We've only lost once since mid-December, I think that said there. So let's jump into game number 3 then of today's episode. We are away from home yet again, taking on Darlington. Now Darlington, not in the best of forms themselves. They haven't lost for a while, but they are down in 17th place. So they're in fairly decent form, but so too are ourselves. So let's try and get another victory and make it 3 wins out of 3 in today's episode. Well, right now it is Darlington on the attack. Good ball over the top, and that one is played out. And in fact, I don't know what he's given a penalty for there, but Darlington have a chance to go in front, and they take it 1-0. 5 minutes to play in the first half, and it is Joe Wheatley who scores from the penalty spot to give the home team the 1-goal lead as Chester cross in, and there is a beautiful finish, but he's offside. Danny Elliott, he finished coolly, but he was just offside. We are still trying to attack there. That cross comes in, and surely that one is going to count. It is kaiqom who scores the equalising goal then just before half time. It is now Darlington 1, Chester FC 1. So late resurgence there at the end of the first half. Let's try and build on it in the second, but right now it was Darlington on the attack. Oh no, they've won the ball back just inside their own half. Now they are attacking on this near side. Come on boys, win possession. Force them backwards. We're giving it away. Shot comes in, far post, and Dan Mooney scores his first goal of the season then to give Darlington the 2-1 lead. They are back in front for the second time in today's game as we head into the final minute of this match, into extra time, or injury time I should say, and Darlington do hold on then for a 2-1 win. That's a big result for them. Not such a great result for ourselves, obviously. We were in good form, but to be fair to Darlington, they were in good form themselves as well. That lifts them up into 19th place. Look at that 5-5 there. What a game that would have been. But we do still remain top of the table by 2 points, so let's try and pick things up in our next game, as we did get a reply from the Leicester board, or the chairman. He has rejected our application, so we won't be going to Leicester City, but that was expected, obviously. So let's concentrate then on the rest of this season with Chester FC. We're taking on Kettering. Kettering having a good season so far themselves. Currently in 5th place, pretty decent form themselves, but obviously with the loss that we've just suffered against Darlington, we really do need to get ourselves back to winning ways to take it into the next episode with hopefully a nice little run of form. But as you can see, Kettering picking up that loose ball on the attack themselves. Are they going to shoot? They do, and it does find the back of the net. So already we are a goal behind. Some work to do then for Chester FC. I think Kidderminster are playing today as well, and that one's nicely tapped in, but it's going to be disallowed. Of course it's disallowed. It was Asante who was just in an offside position, and straight from that, Kettering have pushed forward from the set piece and nodded in there by, who was it? Cardwell. He scores the second goal of the game then for Kettering, and they're looking for a third here. Or they're going to get it. They're in possession again. The rain is falling, the sun is shining as well, so there's be some rainbows today. But look at this. This is not looking good. What a bad week this is turning out to be then for Chester. We're losing 3-0. It looks like it's going to end 3-0 as well. And we've got one late chance here to get ourselves a consolation goal. Can we get it? We cannot. The goalkeeper makes a low save there, and I think that is going to be game up. It is indeed. So terrible result there for Chester FC at home, losing by 3-0. There is the Premier League table if you want to have a quick look at that one, guys. Liverpool currently top of the league. Manchester City, Tottenham, Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea are the chasing pack. The bottom 3 consist of Sheffield United, Brighton and Leicester City, who we did apply for earlier. So this is a big game then for Chester. Obviously just lost our last 2 games. Pretty bad results as well, but Kidderminster, they're not in the best of forms. They've drew the last 4, so both teams looking to get themselves a victory today. Hopefully it's going to be ourselves. We are top of the table, Kidderminster just behind us, and that goal there is going to be disallowed. Thankfully, Ed Williams finishing, but he was just in an offside position. So into the second half we go, still waiting for the first goal, and there it is, Joel Taylor. What a finish from range as well, giving us the 1-goal lead. We've got 14 minutes to play. Let's try and get ourselves a second so soon after breaking the deadlock. It would be superb if we can score another, but right now it is Kidderminster on the attack. Get it away, boys. Oh, the long range effort this time from Ashley Chambers, giving the equalising goal there for Kidderminster. So we wasn't in front very long, were we? Just over a minute, and it is now 1-1, and I think that it is going to be about it as we go into injury time. We've had 25 shots and only scored 1 goal. Should be doing better, especially going forward. Well, there you go, guys. That is it for today's episode. The month is up. I hope you did enjoy it. Hopefully we can stay top of the table. But leave a like if you did like today's episode. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.